Howdy, it's Jim Murado. I recently ran over to the Consumers Mall in Owensboro. I stopped by around Black Friday of this year, 2020, to see my old pal Rick Phelps, also known as the Toyminator, who sells toys out at the Consumers Mall. And I've known Rick for several decades. I was a student of his at Apollo when he taught at Apollo. He's actually retired, and he kind of just enjoys buying and selling toys at the Consumers Mall. And he and I go way back. We used to go look for kind of older toys together at one time. I'm a Cowboys and Indians kind of person. He's just about an everything kind of person. What's really unique about Rick, though, he's a former art teacher at Apollo High School, and he makes a lot of cool sculptures. And I'm showing them right there, many of them. Slimer up there. I don't think he made The Simpsons. I think those were a movie. Those were at the movie theaters when the Simpsons movie was out. But he makes a whole lot of really cool sculptures that he displays here at the Consumers Mall. And I think they're wonderful. His whole display is just really cool, especially if you're into old, especially 80s, 90s era toys. It's just kind of fun going and looking at the stuff he has displayed, looking at the stuff that he's made. And if you remember, he used to have another shop at one time with a couple of other guys. And he made probably a 12-foot tall Superman statue that used to be out front. And here at the Consumers Mall, people mostly know he has a big kind of life-size Incredible Hulk statue towards the front of the place. And he's recently made a pretty massive bust of Hulk Hogan. And I hadn't seen that yet myself. I wanted to swing by and check out his Hulk Hogan, which is pretty cool. We'll get to that here in a second. But if you're in Owensboro and you're looking to sell your toy collection or looking to find some old toys, he's got them. And I know he's pretty fair when he buys collections. He's got to keep some meat on the bone, though, so he can make a profit, but he'll do you right. And also, for what it's worth, he has these cabinets. He has some pretty cool things in there. If you're looking for some vintage pieces or some specific old or very collectible pieces, there's a good chance he has them, but he just might not have them on display. He's got a lot of stuff. And some of it, he's got so much stuff that he does not have all of it out here. So if you're looking for something specific, just give him a yell. And there's his phone number. Take that phone number down. Yeah, he can definitely help you out. I know he's helped me find some nice old Cowboys and Indians that I've needed for my collection. I totally appreciate him for doing that for me. But he is just a fun guy. He's a good guy, and he's fun to talk to. He, like I said, he just knows a little bit about everything, and he's always happy to talk.
Yeah, he sculpted the ones up there.
So check out. There's there's his Hulk. Some other stuff he's made, and we're coming up to Hulk Hogan.
This isn't your stuff over here, is it?
No, I just got this little bit.
So Rick, what have you made him out of?
Styrofoam. You can tell if you look at the back of it.
Is it all carved with like a hot knife?
A box cutter.
Oh wow, a
Big.
box cutter. Holy cow.
Yeah.
So how'd you get a solid piece that big?
Malco.
Oh yeah.
When it went out of business, when it started turning into a church, the walls are insulated with big, huge blocks of styrofoam.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool, right? I would have paid money just because it was the Malco. Like that's collectible right there.
Yeah, this is like one block right here. His chest, and then another block was used for his head.
Rick, you're a Jerry Lawler and a Rock and Roll Express away from having a Mount Rushmore.
From Mount Rushmore. And I told you, you mentioned that, and I told you I had thought about that.
Yes.
You ever done with this scale before?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
And that's too big. That's way. I probably told Jimmy this. I plot and plan everything that I make, and I was last year, this year actually, this spring, I wanted to make something and not plot and plan. So when I started this, it wasn't Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I just started carving.
Yeah.
And just let it come out to be whatever it was. And I thought, hey, that kind of looks like Hulk Hogan. Actually, I kind of thought I was going to make myself, and I thought,
Oh, I see a little bit of
get
you in him,
me.
actually.
I
Yeah.
want to make Hulk Hogan.
But box cutter leaves it all kind of crumbly and stuff. What do you use to smooth it?
You sand it a lot.
Oh, okay.
And then and it's paper mache over the exterior. So,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
so
have you thought about doing a Mount Rushmore?
no, because I mean,
He's
not
pretty
beyond
cool on
this.
his own.
Do what?
He's pretty cool on his own.
Yeah, well,
He's almost perfect. Just
the thing about it is, I mean, I couldn't do it this size because this was a nightmare fitting in here because I didn't pre-plan it, so I didn't measure it. Most everything I make to set up on top of these 8-foot walls. This is too big to set up there because it goes to the roof, and so that's why it has to sit here like this, which is not ideal. But it's either that or. But I actually wanted to sit right in the back of the truck, do a little advertising for it. I was going to put a banner on the back of it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't ride in the truck well, even though it's styrofoam. It's got a certain weight to it. But once you get up at 55 miles an hour, it starts catching air and doing this, and it's only a matter before it caught air and just flipped all the way out. Matter of fact, you can't see it from here because it's up too high. But on his right side of his head up here is a ding, a dent, where apparently as I was bringing it in, I hit a bird or something, or a bird hit me, and knocked a hole. I mean, his head.
so if you did a Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling, who would be your other three wrestlers?
I always Andre the Giant. I think is a doer. Macho Man.
Yeah.
Andre Macho Man, and then the fourth one is kind of a there's so many people that I think could fall into that fourth category. Are you taping me?
Yeah, I am, and I'm going to put you on YouTube too.
Jimmy can probably fill in the fourth. What would you do?
I don't know. Who would you put?
I'd go Hogan, Savage, Flair, and probably the Ultimate Warrior. That would be my classic 80s, 90s era.
Yeah.
But I love Jerry Lawler. I'd want to put him in there, but
I like Jerry because I grew up with Jerry.
yeah, me too.
I mean he's kind of hometown kind of for me. But
And I met the Ultimate Warrior once, and he was a nice guy. And he'd be very colorful one. He would go well with something like
and
this.
Ultimate Warrior for me would make a good fourth one.
Yeah.
But then somebody always says something like Ric Flair. I'm like, oh yeah, I could see Ric Flair doing that too. So
Is that you?
that's me. What did I tell you?
Tell me about the Dinosaur.
What about the Dinosaur?
Is that real slow? It's a hot glue gun?
It's actually silicone.
And Woody and the E.T.
And Woody I didn't make. Woody's E.T. is one of my students made E.T.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
I'll tell you about the Hulk real quick. Over here.
The Hulk was one of my first big scale projects.
Yes.
He's actually fiberglass, which I hate fiberglass.
Well, he came out good though.
He came out okay.
Oh.
The bad thing about fiberglass is when you put it over the top of something you sculpt, you lose all the details, and you get a face that looks goofy like that. So, anyhow. Are you shooting his armpit?
No, I'm shooting your horror guys over there.
Oh, okay. Did you get the other Hulk?
The incredible. The first one.
No, these two here.
So what's selling good around here, Rick?
Wrestling figures.
Are Beanie Babies selling good?
No.
If I had a bunch of Beanie Babies, would you buy those?
No.
So wrestling figures.
Wrestling is hot.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yes.
Legos or Lego side?
Legos are hot, but they're not like wrestling figures.
What about dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs are always a good seller.
What about Barbies?
Barbies? I'm learning to respect Barbies.
Superheroes? The superheroes?
Superheroes have cooled off since Marvel has the trilogy is over. But I mean they're still good, but
But you buy lots of toys?
I buy lots of toys. If you shake it in front of me, I'll probably buy it.